Hi guys, this is Olivas, and today we're going to continue reading Captain Underpants, the invasion of the incredibly naughty cafeteria ladies from outer space, and the assault the equality of elementary zombie lines. People. We're fed up with these two boys, cried Miss Krantz. They're always making fun of our cooking. Yeah, said Mrs. DePoint. Our food isn't that bad. I ate it once and I already got sick of it all. Well, I can't punish them if we don't have any proof, said Mr. Cobb. Fine, said the Marjorie. Then we quit. Ladies, cried Mr. Cobb. Be reasonable. You can't quit on such short notice. But the lunch ladies didn't care. They marched right into Mr. Cobb's sticky green office, and that was the end of that. Rats, cried Mr. Cobb. Now where am I going to find new lunch ladies by tomorrow morning? Sally doesn't knock on the door on Mr. Cobb's door. Three very large women wearing lots of makeup walked into his office. Hello, said the president. My name is Zorx. These are my sisters, Klax and Jennifer. We came to apply our job as cafeteria ladies. Wow, said Mr. Cobb. Do you have any experience? No, said Klax. Do you have any credentials? Asked Mr. Cobb. No, said Zorx. Do you have any references? Asked Mr. Cobb. No, said Jennifer. You're hired, said Mr. Cobb. Wonderful, said Jennifer. Now our plan to take off the world is our plan is to feed the children healthy nutritional meals is underway. The three new lunch ladies laughed horribly. Then they left Mr. Cobb's office and started preparing the next day's lunch menu. That was easy, said Mr. Cobb. Now to take care of George and Harold. George and Harold were busy in the study hall when they heard the dread announcement of the intercom. George and Harold watched. Please report to Mr. Cobb's office immediately. Oh no, cried Harold. We're busted. No way, said George. Remember what happened yesterday? It was not our fault. We didn't do it. It was an accident. But Mr. Cobb was not understanding. I can't prove it, but I know you boys are responsible for yesterday's disaster, Mr. Cobb said. I'm going to punish you by taking away your cafeteria privilege for the next year. For the rest of the year. No more cafeteria food for you two. No more cafeteria food, whispered. I thought he was going to punish us. Yes, addressed man. Maybe if we're really bad, he'll take away our homework privilege too. I heard that, screamed Mr. Cobb. From now on, you boys are going to have your own lunches to eat in my office so I can keep an eye on rats, said Harold. What? We didn't do it, George protested. We didn't do it. Too bad, said Mr. Cobb. Boy, said George, this is probably the first time we got into trouble for something we didn't do. Unless you can't understand we didn't do our homework, said Harold. Oh yeah, laughed George. The next day, George and Harold each brought their own sandwiches to Mr. Cobb's office for lunch. I'll trade you half of my peanut butter gummy worm sandwich, said George. For you half of your tuna salad with chocolate chips and miniature marshmallow salad. Sure, said Harold. Want a barbecue salad? You guys are disgusting, Mr. Cobb shouted. Soon George and Harold were munching on potatoes with whipped cream and chocolate sprinkled. Mr. Cobb was turning green. What was that? Asked Harold. Hard-boiled eggs and dipped in hot fudge and Skittles, said George. Oh! Screamed George. I can't stand it anymore. He got up and saw over some pressure. No, said George. Now that Mr. Cobb is gone, we could run to the cafeteria and on the side. No, said it. So George and Harold sneaked into the cafeteria, but when they reached their lunchtime, they were a bit confused. What's going on here? Said George. It looks like somebody had already changed the sign. Forget the sign, said Harold. Forgot to say. Look at everybody. They changed. It was true. All the kids and the teachers at the school were entering the cafeteria looking as normal as ever, but when they were leaving the cafeteria, looking quite different. Look, cried George, they're all wearing broken eyeglasses and they are all vinyl projectors. They all got turned into nerds, Harold gasped. And look at their skin, said George. They're all gray and clammy. That could be only one thing. They're zombie nerds, asked Harold. I'm afraid so, said George. Let's just hope they're friendly. Said George. Harold. Whoever heard of a friendly zombie nerd? Asked George. I'm afraid, Harold. There's no time to be afraid of. We need to get to the bottom of it. That's what I'm afraid of, said Harold. George and Harold crawled into the cafeteria and sneaked through the kitchen at the incredibly naughty cafeteria ladies from outer space discussed their plans to take over the world.
Look at these beauty earthlings!
Laugh.
Zorx, they're all drinking evil zombie milkshakes and transforming before our very eyes. It will be long now.
Zorx.
Tomorrow we'll feed them super evil rapid growth juice, then they'll grow the size of slab trees. Exactly.
Jennifer.
Then we'll unleash our giant evil zombie nerds upon Earth. Soon the entire planet will be ours.
The three evil space guards threw back their heads and laughed hysterically. We've got to tell Mr. Crop about this, Harold. Right, whispered. Well, first we have to get to the where this super evil rapid growth juice. George carefully reached out and swiped up the carton of juice. What should we do with it? Asked Harold. Let's pour out through the window, said George. That's why I don't think good idea, said Harold. Let's pour it out the window, said George. That way you don't do any damage. Good idea, said Harold. Well, the naughty cafeteria ladies continued to laughing and laughing. George quietly emptied the carton of super evil rapid growth juice out of the window. You know, whispered Harold, Mr. Crop is never going to believe that sinister cafeteria ladies from outer space have turned into what they was already doing. He'll sure believe us. He's got to believe us, said George. I hope he believes us. That's the most ridiculous story I've ever heard, laughed Mr. Crop. Yeah, but it's true, cried Harold. Yeah, said George. Everybody in the entire school is an evil zombie nerd. The kids, the teachers, everybody. All right, Mr. Crop, I'll prove to you. He pressed the button on his intercom and called for his secretary. Soon Miss Anthrope into the room, and she was dressed in a pink polka dot polyester dress with an knee-high stockings and ugly brown art sport loafers. See, said Harold, she's dressed up like a nerd. She always dressed up like that, Mr. Crop. But she's great at climbing and reeks of freakish zombified death, cried George. She always smells like that, Mr. Crop argued. But she's always great and climbing too. George and Harold had to admit that about the school secretaries were not very good at subjects to compare the conjurers with evil zombie nerds. But then Miss Anthrope leaned over and took a huge bite out of Mr. Crop's desk. Must destroy Earth, she moaned as he showed her my bite. Even Mr. Crop had to agree that Miss Anthrope was acting a bit more evil than usual. So George took Mr. Crop to the cafeteria to confront the evil lunch lady. Soon, suddenly, out of the steps, the evil Zorx. Gotcha! Zorx cried as he grabbed the hair sword. Ah! Screamed Harold. He squirmed away, pulling Zorx's glove out and revealing two slimy green tentacles. See, Mr. Crop, sighed George. We told you they were space guys.
You're fools!
Screamed Zorx.
Now we'll destroy you! The evil
Zorx pointed his tentacle at George, Harold, and Mr. Crop and snapped his fingers. Suddenly, Mr. Crop began to change. A hero groaned spread across Mr. Crop's face. He threw out his chest and placed his firmly at his side, looking quite triumphant. Uh-oh, said George. That evil space guy just snapped his fingers. Mr. Crop is turning to you-know-who. Hey, wait a second, said Mr. Crop. Tentacles don't have fingers. You can't snap a tentacle. There's no time to argue such physical improbability, but sorry, said George. We've got to stop Mr. Crop from changing into Captain Underpants before it's too late. Mr. Crop and dashed out the door. His clothes flew up behind him as the hallways echoed with jubilant proclamations about the superiority of underwear. George and Harold dashed after him, but the door was quickly blocked by Zorx, Klax, and Jennifer.
You wanna get out of this kitchen?
Evil Jennifer mocked.
You gotta go through us.
George grabbed a rolling pin. Harold grabbed a cast iron frying pan. I hope we don't have to resort to incredibly graphic violence, said Harold. Me too, said George.
Warning, the following chapter contains terribly inappropriate scenes that certainly do not belong in a children's book. If you're offended by such incidents, put this book down immediately, raise your hands overhead, and run screaming to your nearest shoe store. When you get there, ask them to make a cheeseburger. No, this probably won't help you, but we really believe it's funny.
Lately, there have been many groundbreaking advances in the field of animation. There's claymation, dynamation, Japanese animation, and even computer animation. But if you ask us, nothing beats the economy-style thrills of cheesy animation technology known as flip-o-rama. So, okay, I'll show you to do it. So, put your hand over here, in this side, grab the right back here, and flip it until it gets the animation. For extra effect, George pins a predator. Harold pokes a bad guy. shorting here on Play today for now. So be sure to check out the rest of Captain Underpants and eventually Incredibly Not the Cafeteria from Outer Space, the next part, and please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.